Hi girls, I'm really glad you're here again. I'm really happy to see that you're watching my videos and some of you are also leaving me a like, so thank you. Is exactly why I created this space. This is where we pull back the curtain on the human mind, not to be cruel, but to be wise. We explore the deep, often unspoken psychological mechanisms that govern attraction and devotion. Today, we are diving into one of the most powerful and sticky concepts in psychology. It is the reason people stay in situations for years, and it is the secret to making someone value you beyond logic. Today, we are talking about the cognitive dissonance effect. At its core, cognitive dissonance is the mental discomfort a person feels when their actions don't match their beliefs. The human brain is obsessed with internal consistency. It cannot handle a reality where it acts one way but feels another. When a man does something difficult, expensive, or emotionally taxing for you, his brain faces a choice. Either he admits he is acting irrationally, or he convinces himself that he is doing it because you are incredibly special. Most men will choose the second option every single time. To protect his own ego and sense of logic, he must justify his effort. The more he invests, the more he must value the object of that investment. In short, he doesn't invest in you because he loves you. He loves you because he has invested so much in you. Most women have been taught the exact opposite of this truth. We are told to be low maintenance, to make things easy, and to show a man how much we can do for him to prove our worth. We think that by over-delivering and being the perfect partner who asks for nothing, he will appreciate us more. But psychology shows us that the opposite is true. When you make things too easy, you become low value in his mind. If he hasn't had to work, wait, or sacrifice for your presence, his brain classifies you as a low-cost asset. And humans, by their very nature, do not cherish things they obtained for free. To trigger the cognitive dissonance effect, you must stop doing and start asking. You must allow him the privilege of working for your favor. This begins with what I call micro-investments. You don't start by asking for a diamond ring. You start by asking for small, slightly inconvenient favors that require his time, thought, or physical effort. Ask him to help you research something complex. Ask him to drive out of his way to pick up something you need, or ask for his advice on a difficult situation, and then expect him to follow up. When he performs these tasks, he is spending his most precious resources, his time and mental energy. Even if he wasn't sure about his feelings initially, the act of doing these things creates a tension in his mind. He thinks, why am I spending 2 hours helping her with this? I must really like her. His brain creates the feeling of love to justify the labor he has already performed. The key to making this work without appearing demanding or high maintenance in a negative way is the spirit in which you receive his effort. You must be high value, but also high warmth. When he does something for you, you don't reward him with a logical thank you like a business transaction. You reward him with emotional validation. You make him feel like a hero, a provider, or a genius. This creates a powerful feedback loop. He invests effort. His brain creates cognitive dissonance to justify that effort as love, and then your warm reaction triggers a hit of dopamine. He becomes addicted to the cycle of earning your approval. He isn't just falling for you, he is falling for the version of himself he becomes when he is around you. As the relationship progresses, the investments should become more significant. This isn't just about physical favors, it's about emotional and social investment. When a man has to navigate your standards, when he has to wait for your time because you are busy with your own life, and when he has to win your exclusivity, he is building a mountain of investment. By the time he is fully committed, he has worked so hard to get there that his brain has no choice but to view you as the most important woman he has ever met. To think otherwise would be to admit that he wasted all that energy on someone ordinary, and the male ego will never allow that. He will convince himself, and everyone else, that you are a rare prize, simply because he had to pay a high price in effort to keep you. You see, girls, silence and withdrawal, like we discussed in the phantom absence, are one side of the coin, but cognitive dissonance is the other side. It is about active participation. If you do everything for him, you are the one becoming more attached to him because you are the one investing. You are the one whose brain is saying, I do so much for him, I must love him. You must flip the script. You must become the destination, not the driver. Let him drive. Let him plan. Let him solve the problems. Every time he solves a problem for you, he is weaving another thread of devotion into his own heart. He is building his own cage, and he is doing it with a smile because his brain is telling him it's his own idea. The most dangerous thing a woman can do is become too convenient. Convenience is the enemy of desire. Think about the things in your life you value most. Was it the fast food you bought for $5, or was it the degree you studied 4 years for? Was it the shirt you found on the floor, or the one you saved up for months to buy? Human value is subjective, and it is entirely dictated by the cost of acquisition. When you use the cognitive dissonance effect, you are setting your price. You are ensuring that his logical mind and his emotional heart stay in alignment by giving him plenty of reasons to justify his devotion. I want you to look at your current dynamics. Are you the one doing the driving? Are you the one making all the plans, sending the long texts, and fixing his life? If so, you are the one under the spell of your own investment. It's time to stop. Step back. Let a vacuum form and then let him fill it with his own effort. When he asks why you've changed, you don't need to explain. Just be warm, be mysterious, and give him a small task to do. Watch how quickly his attitude shifts when he has to earn your smile again. This is how you shift the power back to where it belongs. You aren't being manipulative. You are being a mirror to his own psychological needs. You are giving him the chance to feel like a man who has won a queen. Mastering this requires patience. It requires you to sit in the discomfort of not helping, not over-explaining, and not over-giving. It requires you to be comfortable with his temporary frustration as he tries to figure out the new rules. But stay firm. The reward is a man who doesn't just like you, but a man who is psychologically incapable of leaving you because he has invested too much of himself into the relationship to ever walk away. You become his greatest achievement. And in his mind, that achievement is called love. Thank you for listening to me today. It truly means the world to have this community of intelligent, powerful women growing together. Please follow me if you want to continue this journey into the deeper parts of the human mind. I have many more surprises planned for you in the future.